From the Alluring Bead Boutique, and today I'm going to show you one way that you can do cubic right angle weave. There are two ways to create cubic right angle weave. You can begin by creating a flat surface, which is what we're going to do today, or you can begin by building a cube, which we went over in our previous tutorial, and then build on another cube, another cube, another cube in order to, create your piece of beadwork. But today I want to show you guys how to begin with a flat surface. So what I've done is I have simply created a flat piece of right angle weave that is 2 units tall and 2 units wide. And I've sewn back through my beads till I'm exiting one of the beads on the side. So in order to build up our first cube, I'm going to be using some different color beads here for my side beads. And I'll be using the black for the bottom and top beads of my unit. So I'll begin by picking up a side bead. Then I will pick up a top bead and then another side bead. So let me get these picked up. I'm using these little tiny cut bugle beads here, and they work out pretty good. All right, so I am exiting that bead to the left, so I'm just going to come back through the bead from right to left. And I'm going to pull that down, and here you can see that we have created the first wall of our cube. If we turn it like that. We're going to build this first cube just like we built the cube in the last lesson. We're going to reinforce that unit, and then we're going to sew into the next bead on our base at the bottom, which is going to constitute the bottom of the cube. So I'm just going to sew through to the next bead. Now I have the side bead and the bottom bead of my next wall. So all I'll do is pick up a side bead and a top bead. I am going to sew down through the shared side bead on the other side. So now we have the outer wall of the cube. I'm going to come back through. I'm not going to reinforce for this tutorial, but if I were making a project, I would reinforce each wall in each of each unit every single time. Now I'm going to move into the next bead on the bottom unit of right angle weave down there, so I can create the third wall of this cube. Once again, I already have the bottom bead and the left side bead, so I will begin by picking up the bead for the other side, and then once again the bead for the top. I am coming out of this bead here onto the left, so I will come down through the side bead on the right that I already have in place. And once I do that, then I'm going to come back through the bead at the bottom right there. Now I have 3 walls of this cube, so I'm going to go into that 4th bead on the bottom right angle weave unit. And I have both of my side beads in place and my bottom bead in place, so I only need the top bead. So I'm going to sew up this bead on the side. And I only have to pick up a bead for the top of my cube. So I'm exiting from that side bead, so I'll basically just sew down the other bead on the other side to position that top bead. Sometimes it's really rainy here today, so it makes it a little difficult to see in the light. All right, so I'm going to sew down through the bead on the other side to position that top bead. And there I have my cube, but I need to pass back through that bead on the base. Right there. And like I said, under normal circumstances, I would reinforce every wall of the cube. So there we have our first cube. And we're exiting from a bead on the base. So now we can just sew over into the next right angle weave unit on the base. So I'm going to turn the work this way. So here we have our first cube. We're working with these 2 right angle weave units on the bottom. We already have 1 cube in place, and we already have 1 wall in place for our next cube. We have the right side bead and the bottom bead. We'll pick up the left side bead and the top bead. We'll come down the bead on the right side to create that first wall. We'll come back through the bead at the bottom I'm going to sew over through, let me get my tail thread situated here. We are going to sew over through the next bead on our base. We are exiting from the bottom bead on this side, so we're going to sew through to the bottom bead on the next side of the base. We're going to pick up that side bead again. Now we only need to pick up 2 beads once again because we already have 2 beads in place. We are exiting from this bottom bead. We're going to come down through the side bead right there. Now, as it happens, a lot of times because I'm left-handed, my thread loops around and gets my needle in the middle of it. So I just like to bring it around the back like that to solve that problem. So now I have that wall created. I have 1 wall, 2 walls. I'm going to come back through that bead on the bottom base unit. And now I am going to sew across the next bead on my base, which is this shared bead between the unit we're working on and the next unit. Now I can come up through the bead on the side like so. Oops, I accidentally passed through the black bead. Now we don't want to do that. We just want to go through the pink bead. There we go. Now we're exiting from that pink bead, and we need to put a bead right here between the 2 pink beads at the top. So we just need to pick up 1. We're going to sew down the other side. And then we would just simply come back through our bead along the bottom right there to close it all up. Now, one thing I skipped, and I just now realized that I skipped it, was I did not connect these 4 beads on my first cube. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sew up my side bead here on the left. That's where my thread is exiting, so I'm going to sew on up that side bead. And since we're working with this cube that we just created, we'll go ahead and sew through all of our top beads to connect all 4 beads, put a thread bridge connecting all 4 beads at the top. We're just sewing through the 4 black beads. Make sure I didn't get my tail thread hung up. And I'm going to come through that bead again right there. And because I forgot to connect these 4, I'll just go ahead and connect all 4 of these as well. That just helps to shape up each cube, and it serves to close the beadwork by connecting the 4 beads at the top. Just like the 4 beads at the bottom were connected when we created the right angle weave unit. So now I'm going to sew back over through the top of this second unit I created so I can get back into position to build my last 2 cubes. So I'm sewing across the top, then down the side. I need to come through the bead on the bottom in order to follow my thread path. A lot of times you'll see beaders skip on over to this bead, and you can do that, but it's not the correct thread path, and it can misshape that the beadwork. So we're going to go ahead and follow our little rules here, and we're going to come across the bottom bead and then up into the next bead on the connecting unit here that we need to build our cube. So now that we're positioned here, we can go ahead and build our wall back this way first. We can sew over to this bead and build this wall first. It doesn't really matter. So since we're positioned right here, we'll build that wall first. We're coming out of a bottom bead, so we know we need our side bead first. I could get one to pick up. And then we're going to need our top bead because we already have this side and the bottom in place. So I picked up my beads, and I'm going to come back through that side bead I exited previously while I was getting into position. And I'm going to pull those beads through. Just like that. And normally, like I said, I would sew back through and reinforce all 4 of those beads, but for sakes of making this shorter, I'm just going to come on through that next bead on the bottom. Sewing back towards myself. So now I'm exiting this bead. I have this wall in place, I have this wall in place, and I have these 2 beads in place. So I'm going to pick up my side bead because I'm exiting from the bottom. And then I'm going to pick up the top bead. I'm going to come back down the bead on the other side. I'm going to position the beads so that they form my little wall. I'm going to come back through that bead on the base. And after I would have reinforced, I will come through the next bead on the base. And we just need to add 1 more bead here at the top of our new unit. So let's travel up through the bead on this side, which is the right side. We're going to pick up that last top bead. We'll sew down through the bead on the left. And just as usual, come back through the bead on the base to close that loop. Sew up the side one more time, and then we're going to connect our 4 beads at the top before we add our last cube. So just pick any direction you want and sew through all 4 of your beads at the top. Which in this case are black beads. So coming through that 4th bead, and see how that pulled everything in really nice and shaped up that top of the cube. So now I'm going to travel to get into position to add my last little cube on this last base unit. Once again, as I come through this top bead, I would like to, I've already got this wall in place, and I've already got that wall in place. I only need 2, so I'm going to come down and sew through this base bead here, so that when I come up and exit, I'll be exiting right there. So I need to come through 1 more bead at the top. So down that side bead that's kind of sitting there in the middle of the beadwork. Right in there. Try not to go through your unit. And as I pull that through, then I need to sew through this shared bead at the bottom of the cube we just created, so I can move in to the last one on the base. So I'm coming across that bead. Then I'm going to sew into the bead on the next unit. And doing that famous figure 8 that you do in right angle weave. So here I am positioned exiting this bead. So that gives me my right side bead and my bottom bead. I pick up my left side bead and my top bead and sew down through the bead on the right side. So now I've just added the 3rd wall of this cube, of this last cube. So I'm going to sew over the bead on the bottom. I would have reinforced the whole unit. Make sure that I'm exiting back out of that bead on the bottom. I'm going to sew up the bead on the side. And this is at the corner. And you'll notice that we only need our last top bead here. So let's pick up that bead and sew down the bead on the left. We're going to come back through and reinforce. We're going to sew back up to the top and sew together our 4 top beads. So I'm coming across the base bead. I'm coming up the side bead. Now I can pick it any direction I want to travel in and sew through and connect these top beads here, the 4 on the top of the cube. And there we have created our little piece of right angle weave by beginning with a flat piece of beadwork of regular, just right angle weave. We have then sewn back through and turned that flat piece of beadwork into a three-dimensional piece of beadwork using the CRAW or cubic right angle weave. All right, folks, so that is the first method that I'm going to review for creating cubic right angle weave. In the next lesson, I will begin by creating my first solid little cube, just like we did in the last video. And then I'm going to show you guys how to grow it out in length and width using the second option for creating cubic right angle weave, which is to bead the work one cube at a time. All right, so if you have any questions or you need to refresh yourself, check back over the last several posts under cubic right angle weave tutorials here on my channel. Make sure you check out the corresponding blog posts on the alluringboutique.com. Each of these posts has step-by-step photos and written instructions that go along with them over on the blog. And it may help you to see something that you might not be able to grasp on video, to check out the written form. It's up to you. And thank you guys for checking out this video today. I hope you like it. If you do, hit like and subscribe. And head over and subscribe to my blog. You'll get notified every time new content posts on the alluringboutique.com. All right, guys, thanks for watching and have a great day.